All right, so happy Monday afternoon, early evening. So I want to talk about fingers, right hand fingers, primarily when you're finger picking, nails versus no nails versus Alaska picks. So I'm all over the map, and primarily I'm a no nail player. That's pretty much what I grew up playing with, but I am fingerstyle guitar player, or at least if I had to say what's the ultimate in terms of finger guitar playing, it's probably playing with your fingers, a la Chet Atkins, Segovia, basically the classical school, and anybody from Michael Chapdelaine who kind of plays that style. And the reason why I think that's, to me, the highest level, including the Joe Passes of the world, um, that's the highest level of guitar playing because it kind of treats the guitar as what it is, a polyphonic instrument. The ability to play solo pieces with melody lines running, with bass lines running, with chords running, and basically to sound like an orchestra. So I think that's the highest level of guitar playing. Don't get me wrong, single line artists, blues players are very, very tasty, and I love listening to them. And sometimes there's the over analytic way of looking at guitar playing sometimes that the classical guys have. But at the end of the day, that technique to me is why I love the guitar. And you might say, well, why don't you just learn to play the piano and you can play all this, polyphonic kind of stuff? But I love the sound of the guitar, and to me, it's this mini orchestra. So um, because of that, uh, there are guys who can play it with a pick and do Travis picking and all this stuff. Barney Kessel was a great chord melody type player along those types of lines. But primarily, I like using my fingers. And because of that, there is this whole notion of nails versus no nails versus, finger picks versus thumb picks and things of that nature. And the best sound I've ever gotten, or the best control, is nothing but I wouldn't say your flesh, but either your own nails or some level of nails. I'm sorry, either flesh or some level of your own nails. Problems with growing your nails is that it requires a lot of maintenance, and everybody's nails is not the same. You have to file the thing a certain way. If you play steel string, it doesn't work as well, things like that. So there's a lot of issues with that. And the last video I think I uploaded, or one of the most recent, was about Eric Sky. So you've got like devices like Alaska picks. He's a master of Alaska picks, and I've gotten pretty decent at them, but I prefer my fingers. So the purpose of this, I wanted to show what my nails look like, or lack thereof. So these are very short and almost non-existent, quite frankly, but they look like this. Let's see. There you go. Nothing fancy. So they're obviously there. So it's not just like the nail bed. And so this allows me to get flesh and nails when I play my classical guitar, but it also allows me to get that meatiness. Like I play like thumb a lot, so when I'm playing my West Montgomery style stuff, I'm getting that. So let's hear how it sounds on this classical guitar. So now on that, I'm basically playing flash. Let's use some nail. So that's nails. So yeah. Let's hear it again. That's nails. This is flash. Flash. Nails. Flash. Nails. So what you get is a softer attack with your flesh, and the best sound you can get is a little bit nails with a little bit of flesh. So if you do this, So my favorite sound is a combination of flesh and nails, where if you look at this right here, you kind of start off with a little bit of the flesh, and it's kind of like in between with the nail. So flesh, slide it, nail. Flesh, slide, nail. So anyway, these are some of the things that's going to help you play better, regardless of whether you're playing a nylon string, classical guitar, and a Gibson ES-175, or anything else. Your sound comes from your hand, and most of us are right-handed. It's going to come from your right hand. So anything you can do to work on developing a better right hand technique, whether that's looking at some of the classical players, whether some of the great guys or gals who are playing with picks, is going to help you improve your playing. So practice, practice, practice. Learn all the different styles, and it will help you tremendously. Thank you again for watching. Bye now.